and school board members. My name is Heidi Mochova. I'm a student of Susan B. Anthony. I have made this speech just for you because you decided to close our school, and I'll tell you why I don't want you to close my school, Susan B. Anthony. I have a couple reasons that you should not close the school, Susan B. Anthony. After I heard that you're going to close Susan B. Anthony, it really makes me really upset because what you did is wrong. And I think you're mistaken about closing our school, Susan B. Anthony. My first reason is that I don't want you to close my school because I still have 3 siblings in that school. One is in 1st grade, the second one's in 3rd grade, and the other one's in 5th grade. They'll be going to 6th grade. But she might not be able to go because you're going to close the school. I'll show you that my teacher, parent, principal, and student who came here can vote too. My first question is, with a show of hands, how many student, teacher, parents, and principal want Susan B. Anthony to be open? Thank you. This is only for parents and teacher and Mr. Yap. Now raise your hand if you want your student or your children to all graduate in 6th grade from Susan B. Anthony and move on to middle school. Thank you again. As you can see, everyone in this room wants Susan B. Anthony to stay open. If you close Susan B. Anthony, all the people in this room will be disappointed. Please keep Susan B. Anthony open. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nellie Tell, a 2nd grader at Susan B. Anthony in the morning learning program. Please do not close down our school because we love our staff, teachers, classmates, friends, parents, and our principal Lee Yang. We all are a family. Susan B. Anthony is my favorite place to learn. My teacher is good and my teacher teaches me how to count money. She is very nice and she is very important teacher to us because she teaches us to learn more English and more. So please do not close our school. Please use other options than close down the elementary school, but children first, people, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Good evening, Superintendent Mr. Raymond and school board members. My name is Ijani Aiba. I'm a student from Susan B. Anthony. I have been attending for 2 years. I also have 2 siblings and 1 older sister. One of my brother is in 1st grade and the other one is in 3rd grade. My older sister is in 6th grade. She's going to graduate the last year of school. It's not fair because I'm in 5th grade and I'm going to turn 6th grade next year. But the school might be closed. I was not happy but upset about it, and I wanted the school to be open. Last time when I'm at Johnsdale, I could tell the difference about Susan B. Anthony and Johnsdale. Johnsdale always have fights, arguments, and we never be smart and courageous like the school Susan B. Anthony. Susan B. Anthony always make us smarter, we get good grades, and never forget what we have done. What I mean is, teacher always wanted us to be smarter, so they always give us homework, but not Johnsdale because they always rush and never take their time. Not only this, I also learned how to read and write in Hmong because my brother in 1st grade, he had attended the Hmong immersion program. I also learned folk stories and songs. Please don't close our school, Superintendent Jonathan Raymond. To all the board's members, please vote no for the school closure and help save our education and school. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Cherry Yang, and I'm a fifth grader here at Susan B. Anthony. My friend and I wanted to save our school from closing down, so we asked many people to sign a petition to stop our school from being closed. I think the school was closed. If the school was closed, then our parents would be very frustrated because they'll have to find their children a new school. If Susan B. Anthony is shut down, then all of the staff and principal will have to find another job. And I don't want anybody to struggle by having to settle for less in the need of their family. Susan B. Anthony is goal is to constantly improving Susan B. Anthony to be a better place. I hope Susan B. Anthony will not shut down. Thank you for listening to his speech.
Thank you very much.
Good evening, my name is Leah Laura. When I heard that my school, Susan B. Anthony, was closing down, I was very sad. I told all my friends and they said this was not fair. Finally, we decided to do a petition. Charity and I went around and asked people to save our school. Over 300 people signed our petition and said they did not want Susan B. Anthony to close down. We want to save our school because all the staff and principal make every year better. I know because I've been at Susan B. Anthony since preschool. I know Susan B. Anthony, so don't close it down. My school, Susan B. Anthony, has the best teachers, students, and principals. So please don't close down my school. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My name is Dana Ongbu. I attend school here. I don't want.
She's going to read the same message.
Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Dana Ongbu. I am a first grader in New Emergent at Susan B. Anthony. Please do not close down my school. My teacher teaches me well. I can read and write and read at English. Please don't look at the number, but the quality of education. Again, my name is Dana Ongbu. I am 6 years old. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
I just have a few questions here. Is that, all these diagrams and things that you came up with, it's really excellent. It's really a good presentation, but I think there's one thing missing here is that about growth here. Troy Goldberg is going to be growing here in a few years. We got light rail coming through here. We got stations coming up. We got Coons River coming through here all the way to I-5. We have communities and businesses that are going to be growing here. And has the board considered that? Because right now I feel that you guys have a gold mine right here. Because when those businesses go up, when the homes come in, you already have a school that's built here. I feel what you need to do now is just to build the school up, modernize it, get it ready for what's coming down the road here. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello, good evening. My name is Paula Lee. I am a parent of 2 children in Susan B. Anthony. And, according to the presentation, the culture of the school is about, the physical facts, the physical budget. So it's not really about the children's academic, which is the API scores. Is that a yes or no?
The decisions is based on the information that we give. It's around capacity.
So it is about the budget, not about measuring our children's academic.
These are fiscal decisions.
And then, will it mean that if we transfer our children to a different school, which the class size will be increased and it will save the district money and the enrollment will be high, but is that a guarantee that my children will, the education will, will also be as good as here in Susan B. Anthony.
We're going to answer all these.
Okay. And then, we heard our children speak. They love their school. We're adults. We're impacted. But, we also wanted everybody to know, and especially the boards, they are elected to overseas and they are elected to work with children. Hopefully they get our children's message, because we don't really talk to our children, but when we do, they are really greatly impacted by the closure of their school, because they will be losing their friends and their teachers here. So, therefore, we just wanted you guys to take this message back to the boards and, give us time. Vote no on the 21st. We know that there's a huge deficit, but vote no so that we can have more facts, because it's just unfair to just close the school down at a very fast pace like this. The community are not aware of.
Thank you very much.
My name is Julian Tillman. I went to the school, I don't know how many years ago. I'm 41. I moved down the street on Ann Arbor when I was 1 year old. I've been here, my dad's still been here 40 years. I was here when they built this actual what we're sitting on. It was just the bungalows in the back. They built this, and I was here when they built all of this. And I was also here when, like I said, so I was at the other board meeting, and she was there, a couple other people were there, and I was here when they said they passed a lottery. It was supposed to be for the schools. I ain't too bright. There's a lottery every 2 weeks, and it's millions of dollars, and I don't understand why any schools are closing. But anyway, the whole point on this, I see the numbers you're putting up here, and I understand what you're saying, and I see all the papers and stuff you're putting out. I mean, I would hate to be like the little girl in 6th grade. She's going to go to 6 next year and go to Sly Park from this parking lot where I went to. It's terrible. But my point is, I see all these papers and the stuff you guys are putting and the stuff you guys are saying, you have to close this, you have to close that. One thing I don't see is this a vote? I mean, can we do something? What can we do instead of saying close it? What can we do to fight to keep our school open? Just tell us what to do so we can do that. You guys put something on the ballot, then you said the proposition last year, it would have just cut back a couple of days. Well, if you have to even cut back half a year or whatever you got to do to keep the schools open, what do we need to do? Let's tell us what we need to do so we can fight towards that instead of just saying we got to close the schools. Is it based on numbers? Each kid's Social Security number gets so much money? I don't know what it is, but I don't hear what we can do to fight so we can keep them open. You made a comment right here. Fighting for it. What do we do so we can fight so they don't close the schools? So again, let's see what we can do instead of just saying we're going to Edward Kimball and all these kids are getting bussed across this busy Meadowview. As the more they build, the more traffic is dangerous. So like they said, this is a little pocket school. So we don't want to lose it, and nobody wants to lose any schools. So tell us what to do so we can fight. We're fighters, we're Bobcats, we're fighters. Tell us what to do.
Bây giờ mình nhớ mình nó chỉ hay bây giờ mình mong và chỉ bây giờ mình mẹ bây giờ mình đâu nó nhớ ok là nó bây giờ mình phải về là bây giờ nó xin lỗi bây giờ nhiều bây giờ nhiều trong còn bây giờ trong bây giờ này cũng bây giờ bao nhiêu xin bao rồi rồi bây giờ sao xin chạy một rồi lần họ đi thì bây họ chỉ có cái bây giờ chỉ là cái là cái họ do cái nó bây giờ chỉ là nó cao là để thay cho là nó mua ra bây giờถ้าฉันเหมือนเราเนี่ยผู้มั่วเต้นนั่งชิลงแต่ก็ยังไม่ยอมขอแบบซื้อหัวมั่วก็โดนอายุวัยเจ้าโตที่ไล่เป็นแบบตัวชิ้นหมอกชิ้นตัวซื้อหมดเป็นชิ้นก้อนเลยแต่นั่นจ่ายเป็นตอนนี้ก่อนแต่นอนชิ้นมันจะย้อนเป็นชิ้นมันจะโจเช่หรือเป็นชิ้นเอาลุ่มเนาะแต่นอนเป็นหมูหายใจจะเหม็นจีก่อนแล้วเชื่อคนก่อนสองน้องเราดูเหม็นจีว่าซอสเชสแล้วยังเกิดอะไรยังมาเชื่อชิ้นซึ่งเราจะชิ้นยอดหัวแค่เราจะชิ้นตอนนั้นเรายอดหัวเลยยังเรียนแบบตอนนี้เราเนี่ยไม่เจออะไรที่สุดพอยอดเหมือนตอนนั้นเลยเลยthế là đi bệnh viện sẽ họ phải sống với cái cần nó cần, với sự nhóm mình lo, có chỉ cần nó lo, có nhất qua trong nhiều lo không nó cầu đâu là một có đây là một được ta là tận ta chúa của xứ chúa cho sáng dư nên chẳng có biết con chỉ cần nói một cái thì nhìn nó chỉ sáng nó cờ mà giờ nó biết sự thôi và đằng treo nó chỉ cần nó ta một đi lúc kéo sân chơi cái mà tao tao cờ im bỏ thầu cũng mà cũng tao một được也是但是嘛不好的个里是做多了是也是嘛不样中这个那种是啥个个里头是草个头晒的就能够做嘢然后么那些是从个会做嘅给路路后对对做嘅有个好可能对那个非常
I will do my best to revise what she said. I'm a long-term parent that lived in this area for a very long time. I volunteered my services for so many years. I got so many certificates, I lost count. Anyways, my concern is that this is not just a school, it's a family, it's a community. And I've lived here most of my life, and I have kids growing up here and went to college. I don't want this school to be closed. You have to consider the fact that if this school is closed, there are bad elements around here, gangs and whatever. This will become a haven for them. And we plan to live here, and we don't want things like that to happen around here. And I also heard a lot of parents who rent here, and when they heard that the school is going to be closed, they're already thinking about moving. I cannot move. I've been here too long, and I don't want any of those bad elements to come to this school just because you guys are close to this school. So I'm pleading with you guys, please not close this school.
My name is Steve Wormley. I grew up in this area. I've been here for since 1960. And my daughter is in Head Start here. So if there's some kind of way that we can keep this school open, because this school is like it's growing. In my backyard, they're building. Okay? And if you close this school, where are you going to ship them new kids to? Are you going to let Elk Grove have them? You guys just got through building a, $30 million building over there on 47th Avenue. And when you could have stayed down there on, 17th and N? Okay, but you had to have a brand new building with all that nice furniture in there. Come on now. At the children's expense. Let's be for real, man. This is a nice school. Not only is it a nice school, it's multicultural. I mean, there's every nationality up in here. So the school board really needs to think about what they're doing.
Thank you very much.
làm cờ chậm nhỏ tàu chỉ sáng chỉ có xe gì cần tới thì giờ nó đang cho mình cho nó từ bây giờ nó bây giờ này cho gì bé thọ đó này cho nó cho qua để sau bé xí cô nó cờ bé xí cô nó bé cho đi chơi cho lo cho nó cho qua nhau nó lấy lúc bé kia bé lấy lúc bé chậm nhỏ bé tin rằng lấy xe lên thành bé xe là chỉ là bé bảo thì gia này là của xí cô nó này cho vào rong jadi yang kita bisa minyak mahal, angkitnya manusia yang kita minyak tinggal sia yang dolar, jadi nak pergi tu sia, dolar sikuna lah, apa? Ni kalau sama beli sikuna kal, ni bawa dia yang semua pergi peseng na, pergi cacai, wah pergi jauh nak yang cipan, pergi jauh peseng na, pa ni talo, dia semua tu pergi jauh, jadi pergi jauh na, ni lah pa si kau pergi minyak kamu, cái cái tâm mình được cái cần chơi cho nên mà bây giờ đồng xe ba rồi vô tận chạy nào thằng nào là đó thì sao mà biết cũng làm cả và đây này cái này là chỉ bên nào mà thọ sắc cả đó là cái mà bây giờ sao xe còn đây này sao nào chỉ bên chỉ vô vấn đề này mà thọ thì thế á bây giờ ít tuổi thì chỉ vô đó chỉ vô lù nhưng mà tôi sống ở đâu Cú chấm nhỏ gần đó nó cũng tàu cái cho lại cô một sư, ta khác cho lò sư dùng gì chập lờ, thế mới lúc bắt có tỏ lờ, ở đây là cú chấm nhỏ bây giờ trong gì lưu sẽ xa, và ta đây cú lo này thì những chuyện nói bé cho lên gần là nó bé cho lên gần là phải tàu, đó chỉ tu sĩ chỉ cho là kia, ở đây là ít vừa hay ít ra, nó chấm nhỏ bằng cái xe cho nó mà bé bao để cái tàu xe, để tháo cho không có bé nó gần này.
I am a grandparent of 4 grandchildren that attend this school. We have faith in the teachers that are here, and Mr. Lee, the Principal Lee Ya, has started something good here with the Hmong program, and he's running the school very well. And we have faith in not just him, but all the teachers here. And when my grandkids heard that you are going to close the school, they were very sad and very angry. And to me, I've seen that they weren't concentrating on getting their education. So it is impacting them very much. And I want you to know. And also, I walk them to school every day, and I pick them up every day. Now you are telling me that you're going to bus them to some other school. I don't know if that's such a good idea for them, because I'm used to just being with them all the time. In addition, we as voters, we passed the Proposition 30 just so we can have money to help our students and our kids in our school. And if you as leaders are going to be leaders in the future, you got to remember that us voters, that we vote you into office. If you go to the trend that you're going now, there's a chance that we might not vote you into office once again. And once again, I am a grandparent, very concerned, so please do not close our school.
My name is Taxpayer. That's my name, and my last name is Border. Like he said, remember you guys, highlight your names. You know, elections coming up. And Ms. Raymond, how you gonna tell my kid you just still when a couple of years ago there was an accident, abused a kid in that school? How you gonna be that safe? And second, we have the principal and the teacher and the student here. That means the school is safe. Just remember that. Just still, how come you guys didn't close that school when that accident happened? Okay? Another thing too, how you going to secure this school when it's closed? Okay? So if you have the principal and the teachers here with your students, with your kids here, that means this school is safe. I don't want my kids nowhere else in this school. Okay? Like I said, taxpayer, I work my butt out 12 hours and have Mr. Raymond going and driving around with fancy cars, expensive bus. Just remember that. That could stop. Your job could stop too. Everybody in the kitchen and 47, they could stop. Like he said, how come you guys built a new and Genesis next to you guys at high school when you have a lot of high school around? Okay, that's it.
Thank you very much.
Just to let you know, I have a parent here for his time also because I'm speaking for the community. Good evening, Mr. Jonathan Raymond. My name is Melanie Lowe, a parent of 4 children attending Susan B. Anthony. Speaking on behalf of my parents and the Hmong communities and our children, we have concerns for clarification and answer. When your decision to close down Freeport Elementary School and combine the children with Johnsdale Elementary School, have you, Mr. Raymond, visit the school this year? There are no cross guard at the 2 big main crosswalks to control the heavy traffic in the morning and afternoon. There has been lots of fight at the school internally and externally down Johnsdale Drive and Ham 4 Circle. Not only that, there are 2 vendors selling snacks right at the 4-way stop sign where 2 main crosswalk is, which added more chaos to driver and children crossing. I don't want any of our children to face these unsafe conditions. This is a good example for us at Susan B. Anthony, Mr. Raymond. You show us, the parents and communities, that these decisions were based to satisfy the district need, but not to care, you care less about children, their education and their safety. Before proceeding with the process, or should I state the process that has been proceeded, blindfolded the parents, children, and communities, did you find it time to sit with the children, the parents, and the communities to see if there was any other way to find a solution to resolve the district debt?
or were you too stressed at times and thought that this was the only solution? If capacity of the school is a huge issue, and if this is the issue was brought to the community and parents in a timely manner, this is an easy fix. We as parents and communities could have found a way to develop a school and even have people on the waiting list. Mr. Raymond, right now, Susan B. Anthony is not a PI school, and our children are achieving at their level. Your decision to close down Susan B. Anthony was based on capacity, assuming the district would save lots of money if the school was closed down, instead of putting our children first. We as a communities and parents say you are wrong. This was an unfair decision. Each school is funded by the government, especially Susan B. Anthony, who has a majority of students who are bilingual, which will get enough funds. We as parents and communities, we know that the 3 priority school is making the district lose a lot of money. They should have been the chosen one to close down. Why, Mr. Wayman? Not move these children to a new environment and attend a school like Susan B. Anthony, who has knowledgeable teachers, staff, who are ready to teach and help. Instead, Mr. Raymond, because so much money have been invested to these schools, you just sit back instead of finding a better solution to resolve the issue, such as work with the parents and communities. You go down your list of schools and randomly choose schools that you want to close down. Mr. Raymond, to pay off the district debts, you assume that taking away our children's freedom to learn, the freedom of choice of school, and the freedom of education will be the solution. Mr. Raymond, the communities and parents wants to know, will this be the end of the school closure, or is this just an assessment? How many more schools will you close? Or how many schools will you close to pay off this district debt? Please justify your decision again. Prove to the children and the parents, the community of Susan B. Anthony and the board members before proceeding the process. To all board members, look at our children as if they are your children. Parents and communities are citizens who have voted all of you individually to represent us at a time like this. Please vote no on the 21st of February. This was not a fair decision for our children and communities. We ask for better practice of school closure and a time parents and communities involvement. We as parents, children, communities, citizens want an extension for Susan B. Anthony closure. We will prove to the district, Mr. Raymond and all board members how strong and united parents, children, teachers, and communities are at Susan B. Anthony. Susan B. Anthony is a cultural diversity school full of all ethnicities, which all students and parents get along and have respect for each other. As a team, we will fulfill the goals Mr. Raymond has put negative impact about Susan B. Anthony before even collaborating with us. We will prove to him we will have more children enrolled at Susan B. Anthony to fulfill the empty rooms. The parents, children, and community see that Susan B. Anthony is an opportunity school. The first school in Southern California to have Hmong immersion program operating. Not just Hmong kids, but anyone who wants to enroll once finished will be bilingual, even trilingual after moving on to junior high. Parents and children and communities will be more involved raising money for additional need for school. As a team, we will help keep maintaining the school clean and safe, making sure the school is secure with a safe environment for our children. By achieving this, we will have more parents volunteer to do hall monitor, yard duty, cross guard, and help teachers in classroom. This will save you, Mr. Raymond, a lot of money. Please grant our concern, need, and want to make this extension happen. Vote no on the 21st. Thank you. Melanie Lowe, parents and the community.
Hi everybody, my name is Laura Gu. I am a member of Hmong Innovating Politics, known as HIP. I want to thank all the parents here who went to our community forum on Thursday, and if you see Ms. Baker, thank her for booking the Samuel Canal Center, allowing the community to come together to be under a uniform message. We want at least 4 school board members to vote no on the 21st. Why? Because this proposal does not put our children first. There's just too many questions, not enough time to give informed input, and also that the school district is taking the easy way out. I have petitions here if you want to sign, and also collect signatures, and I'm also collecting petitions as well. And I also have school board members' contact number and email if you want to contact them. Now to the school district. Please do your research of other school districts that decided to close their schools for fiscal reasons. Especially in Chicago and Philly, studies have shown that students who their academic performance dropped when they transitioned into schools that were lower performing than the previous one. And so I'm asking you to please do your research and learn from the mistakes of other school districts and make wiser decisions, because at this point, a lot of parents and students are concerned and they feel threatened that this proposal is threatening their safety and also their quality of education.
Thank you very much.
My name is Lee, and I am a graduate of Susan B. Anthony Elementary School in the year 2002. That stage was where I grew up to sing, dance, and I learned how to speak English and also Hmong on every Saturday morning. I was able to come here from 8 to 12, thanks to all the teachers and staff and the principals back then that were able to lift me up on my feet. Again, I came here because of my concern, because I do have cousins, relatives, nephews, and nieces that do attend this school, and also with the rest of the children here. My heart broke when these children spoke out their words, and they said it in Hmong, something that I couldn't do years ago. And until that today, I was able to speak. Today, I'm still residing in Sacramento City District as well, and I'm also residing here in Detroit, and I'm attending Sacramento City College as a kinesiology major. My concern is it's a hard transition for the kids, emotionally and academic struggle. If they're not happy, they will not want to learn. The property values of this neighborhood may increase or decrease. Vandalism may occur, graffitis may occur, and this neighborhood will look like trash, even more than it is now, maybe. It will cause lots of dangers to our neighborhood, even causing us to flee Sacramento or to a different state. There's no solution for us. We need a solution. And it's a one-way in and one-way out of Detroit, so it will cause a lot of traffic if the school is closed down, causing lots of family emotions and lots of troubles as well. Traffic, cars, it's a very tough situation on this part, but I do hope that you take in our words and our concerns and our opinions into consideration. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm Robert Hanson, and I usually don't talk in front of everybody like this, but what people were involved in putting the walkway in front of the school in here, are they here right now? The walkway? There's a family here that put in for that. They want to have that done. What I'm trying to think is, whenever I come to see these meetings, I said there's a 71, I watched this whole school built on a wetland. I shouldn't have said that, but I want to know how come Otto, the guy who wants to report himself to the Kings, that built all this area here, I paid him for my house. He's not in here helping the school and everything else to help the next society that's going to grow up. We're Americans. We're not domestic animals. Okay? That's what I look at right now. You guys try to manipulate something to do it your way. I know we got a computer. So what? We could have done this on a computer. We could have multi-language so everybody understands what I'm saying. But they don't. And that should be showing up on that screen. I get all emotional right now because I'm looking at this. This school state. This is Detroit. 24th, you can ask those officers over there. We don't like the cars getting dumped off our property for 24th, but yet you want to make it a financial community out of it. Build houses on wetland over here and do what you want. These people don't understand this past. We're looking at right now with this through that. We want education. I was second highest in Elk Grove when I went to that school in education. And it really cracked up out. Working for Hello Soup and everything, which is going to close down pretty soon, isn't because they can't afford to stay. Politicians made them move. I know people there. I want to know how many cars are stolen and brought over here and dropped off from over in that area. You guys know the gangs and everything. If you don't, you should be in politics. This school has to stay. I really didn't like it here when it was built because I live on the corner. I put up with all this stuff. The kids running this and that. When I look at our future, and you guys better look at the future too, because that's what they are, your future. I don't care whose name you got, my last name's Hanson, Natural Sodas, who cares? Bristol Dairy, we won't mention names, but Otto, he made lots of money building all this property now, and he should be sticking up for the property that he built. All these people, Americans, right? Yes. We're still Americans, we're going to be that for the rest of our lives. The Model T was built. Somebody threw all their money in that and had it. But all the rich guys don't want to do nothing. Don't fillet on the mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? Start paying the price. You guys want to be a politician, play the game right and don't play it at all. We don't like it no more. That school, I pay sewer and garbage, right? I almost lost my house to taxes because of sewer and garbage. $120. I live by myself. My wife died 9 years ago. And I got to put up with this stuff and watch these poor people suffer? That's what I call it. They're Americans. Keep that in mind, okay?
Thank you very much.
bây giờ và máy cơ ra cũng sát khó có nên không lúc để cả nó cơ giá ta nó cũng là gì tụng nhỏ còn nó nhỏ còn này đầu đây lúc xong nó gì tụng nhỏ nó cần đó thì ta hồ nó chỉ một tấm này một cỡ nó là một trâu này nó quay một trâu cổ o giá ta nó chỉ một tấm thì giờ mới cũng nó kia sư nên không một cỡ giờ cái cơ tại vì nó cũng có cho mình nhỏ dâu chỉ là tôi cỡ cái gì nên mà tại vì nó cho nên muốn cỡ nó nên mới nhai một trâu được lúc school nên một có tiền nên một nhai một trâu tàu một cái sáng chỉ tàu chống nó tàu hàng tiền hai cụ thể cái cho mình nhỏ hai cụ chỉ xong rồi cái cho mình nhỏ cái cho mình chỉ sáu một cần tàu cái cho mình nhỏ mình nhau một chế cái này chỉ là hai cái có cái hai một cỡ cái hai chỉ nó chỉ một cỡ cái chỉ một cái trâu gì nhá một cái này chỉ trâu gì nhá cho nó chúng nó không trâu gì là cái hai nhỏ một cỡ cái chỉ là trâu gì nhá cái chỉ nhiều nó thọ vào cái xong một cỡ lúc nó chỉ cỡ nhẹ luôn thì nhá họ chờ ít tụi sau ít tụi họ chờ một chỉ tàu ok một chỉ xin tàu ít ba những một nhiều ít ba những một nhiều một chỉ xin tàu các chỉ nhiều cũng chỉ nhiều con chân nó cái lúc school cho nó mà sang cái school thì cái cỡ chỉ tàu tàu được không biết chọn tàu còn nó một tấm ở trên này còn lá sư biết chủ hành ở đây sư này xong đây thì nó cỡ nó là cái luôn là cái tiền này luôn đó sẽ một cái chọn cỡ như cái luôn là đó họ hành là chỗ này này không một cỡ họ để nóถ้าเราตรงๆđể nó nó sẽ này mà để bây giờ nóจะคือกับป้าฉันลองเขียนเงินเดี๋ยวจะตัวป้ารู้ฉันจะได้พูดทั้งหมดเกิดซื้อลองตัวนี้นำซื้อ
I'm a mother of 8 that graduated from this school. I lived here for 23 years. And my main concern is that if you close down this school and our kids go to another school, it's gonna mess up their emotions. They're gonna be upset. Other kids in other school will not like them, and if they don't want to go to school.